Tell me when you see her, huh? Let me know where she is.
members of the school committee, faculty, parents, classmates, and friends. I would like to welcome you on behalf of the class of 1991 to the 125th commencement ceremonies of Fitchburg High School. My name is Kimberly Pollack, and I will be your Master of Ceremonies. Tara Sweeney, selected by her classmates from the list of Gold F recipients, is today's class speaker. Caring, dedicated, and diligent are three words that could best describe our class speaker. Tara is an achiever both in and out of the classroom. Not only is she a talented student, she also excels in athletics. Tara will be attending the Air Force Academy this June. Tara is the first girl from the Air Force Academy, from Fitchburg High School, sorry Tara, to receive a senatorial nomination to the Air Force Academy. I am proud to present to you today's class speaker, Tara Sweeney.
Mayor Bean, Superintendent Fallon, Principal Welch, Assistant Principal Mara, Kimberly, members of the school committee, faculty, parents, classmates, and friends. Today, we are participating in perhaps the most eventful and important day of our young adult lives. I am sure that in years to come, we will find ourselves experiencing days and occasions far more moving than this. Whether it is entering into marriage, the birthing of a first child, or turning the significant age of 21. This day, this ceremony, is the opening of a door to our future. It is the moment which enables us to look ahead at our lives, to wonder about the changes that will be happening to us, and to dream about our goals and our aspirations. Despite our tendency to look towards our future, we must not forget what has helped to bring us here, to the point we have achieved today. We must remember the love of our family, the guidance of our educators, the support of our friends, and the traditions we have known through the years. For in this changing world, our goals seem to be to create new tradition and not remember that which already exists. Van Wyck Brooks, a former professor at Stanford University, once expressed this idea. No one thinks of defending tradition in days that are making tradition. One not only defends this tradition, one resorts to this tradition to fill the void in one's life when life runs low. Today, to use a cliche, we are all on cloud 9, with our minds overflowing with thoughts promising only a bright and bold new future. Right now, we feel as if there is no stopping us, but we must acknowledge that in reality, we will come upon a time when we will face struggles and hardships. When this occurs, we will feel the need and the desire to tap into our memories and our traditions that have helped us conquer previous obstacles. Our class has been touched by a diversity of traditions. Traditions from different cultures, different backgrounds, different religions, and different worlds. Students from nearly 30 separate lands have found unity under the roof of Fitchburg High School. We have shared with each other our experiences, our ways of life, and our heritage. Our lives have been enriched by the blending of our ideas and our ideals. And now as we prepare to cross the threshold of what is considered the real world, we can apply our diverse cultural experiences to our future endeavors. For I feel that we, as Fitchburg's own United Nations, will be better prepared to face the various paths and hurdles which the world will present. Our world is always being exposed to new ideas and changes. The tradition of our world is to change with the times. We cannot remain dependent upon the past, but rather we must use it to strive for better in the future. Collectively, we have been witness to a number of geographical and social adjustments in recent years. To observe the power and strength of tradition, we need only to observe the headlines of a newspaper, to read of the reality of a war that touched our world, that touched our country, that touched our lives. We need only to examine the efforts of the countries of Europe as they attempt to erase their geographical boundaries to achieve solidarity under one set of laws and principles. We need only to remember the day when East and West Germany drew upon their memories, gathered up their strength to tear down the Berlin Wall and to reunite their people and their land. Let me stress once again that we are on the threshold of a new world, a world that shall present us with a great and wide variety of paths to follow and obstacles to overcome. Our journeys into life will not all be easy. There will be times of struggle and battle, but followed by those will be times of happiness and joy. We shall find ourselves in new situations where problems may appear to be insurmountable, but hope shall always be on the horizon. I ask that when you do come upon life's inevitable struggles, that you do not give up, that you grasp tightly to your ideas and your ideals, that you draw upon the memories and the traditions which have brought you here today, and let them carry you into your futures. Good luck, and thank you.
An outstanding job as our superintendent of schools for the past 5 years, will now present the valedictorian, the salutatorian, and scholarship awards. It is an honor to present to you Dr. Philip Fallon. Dr. Fallon.
Thank you. Before I offer the salutatorian and the valedictorian award, I'd like to offer congratulations to all of the graduates and to the families and friends of the graduates of the class of 1991. The class has completed the necessary requirements set forth by the Commonwealth of Massachusetts to be eligible to receive the high school diploma. This diploma is a symbol of the educational commitment that local, state, and national governments recognize. This certificate enables them to go forward into the adult world. To the class of 1991, I hope you will continue to learn and to attend additional schooling, because this is the best way to grow and to succeed. I challenge the class, all of you, to get involved in your country, to give something back. We need new leaders. Our country has forgotten how this nation became great. It grew with our forefathers' dreams, plus hard work and a commitment to one another. That was America 100 years ago. But now America is floundering. It knows the price of everything, but the value of little. Education, patriotism, care for the elderly, jobs for everyone, responsible health care, quality products, and a love for God are not our priorities any longer. And shame on us as the adults and leaders of today for allowing this to happen. To all of you graduates, as our young Americans, show us the way and bring the democratic mass to realize where we should be heading. We need to value differences, and you have shown us over the past 4 years at Fitchburg High School that you can do this. I wish you the very, very best, and God bless you.
Dr. Fallon, in presenting the top scholars at Fitchburg High School, will be our Assistant Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Thomas Lamey. As I call up the top scholars, I would ask that they please come to the podium and that they remain standing for their recognition. First top scholar is Tara Baldarelli. Tara will attend Mount Holyoke College. Second top scholar, Amy Casey. Amy will matriculate at the University of New Hampshire at Durham.
You want to do some of this?
Pardon?
Next,
Wanna do some of
Frank
this?
Gallo III, the University of Miami. Thomas LaCourte, Cornell University. Our Master of Ceremonies, Kimberly Pollack, the University of New York. Jennifer Sweatman, the University of Hartford. Speaker for the class of '91, Tara Sweeney, the United States Air Force Academy. Christopher Thomas, the University of Massachusetts at Amherst. And Amy Young, the University of Maine at Orono. Ladies and gentlemen, the top scholars at Fitchburg High School.
Helped to select the two outstanding. And here they are. The salutatorian is Christopher Thomas. And the valedictorian for the class of 1991 is Thomas LaCourte. Big round of applause for all of these scholars. Commencement exercises here at Fitchburg High School. Just want to explain a little bit of my attire. Last year, if you read in the paper, there was some concerns about my sneakers and attire at last year's commencement exercises. So this year, I promised my stepson TC that I wouldn't embarrass him, so that's the reason for the tuxedo. But also, it's an election year, I didn't feel like having to address that concern again. On behalf of the city of Fitchburg, I'd like to congratulate each and every one of you for your hard work and determination. Your parents and teachers also deserve to be congratulated for their support and guidance through your years here at Fitchburg Public School System. As mayor, I am very proud to stand here knowing that you are tomorrow's future. As you begin your journey into the real world, I'd like to share with you some thoughts on service to others. It is often said that criminals should pay their debt to society. I believe everyone has an obligation to give something back to their community. I've just finished reading a book written by William F. Buckley entitled Gradution, Reflections on What We Owe to Our Country. I would encourage each and every one of you to read it. It talks about establishing a national service program. This would require that 18-year-olds give 1 year's service to their country. For that 1 year's service, the federal government would pay you pocket money to live on as you volunteer in areas such as nursing homes, libraries, schools, or environmental projects. At the completion of your year's service, the federal government would give you $10,000 towards your college education or towards a down payment when buying your house. It's a similar bill such as the GI Bill that was given to the military people.
This bill currently sits before the Congress and is submitted by Senator Sam Nunn. Hopefully someday we'll see that happen. While it may take years before the federal government establishes a national service program, there's always the opportunity to volunteer or to be of service at the local level. Whether it be in a youth sports program or at a nursing home. It could be cleaning a local park or being a big brother or big sister. There are hundreds of areas where you could be of service. And I can assure you that you'll feel better about yourself by helping others. As Albert Einstein said, I don't know what your destiny will be, but one thing I know, the ones among you who will really be happy are those who have sought and found how to serve. As you go forth and take your place in this world, I urge you to consider these thoughts. I urge you to make a commitment to helping this world become a better place than it is today. There's one last quote I'd like to leave you with. It's by Sugar Ray Leonard, the prize fighter, speaking before a group of students at Harvard University. He said, I consider myself blessed. I consider you blessed. We've been all blessed with God-given talents. Mine just happens to be beating people up. No matter what your talent is, use it to your ability. Thank you, and Godspeed.
No.
Let's go through this and obviously Megan.
Mark Bruce Duggan. Thomas Douglas LaCourte. Juan Antonio Arias. Sarah Lynn Sweeney. Kimberly Pollock. Renee Marie Robichaud. Jennifer Diane Sweatman. Amy Melinda Young. Jason Michael Baldini. Gary Robert Ball. Kevin Andrew Versailles. Brian Charles Burnap. Derek Craig Carlson. Jamie Michael Cassio. James Joseph Castellani. Scott Michael Craddy. Tara Ann Baldarelli. Jennifer Leela Beauchesne. Jennifer Lee Bergeron. Julie Ann Bergeron. Dawn Ann Woodrow. Kimberly Ann Boulay. Ro Van Dang. Wee Hung Dang. James Philip D'Angelo. Sean Michael Darcy. Joseph Ronald Darmanin. Michael David DiPasquale. Mark Patrick Donlan. Kristen M. Brassard. Chelsea Renee Bryce. Victoria Lucille Briggs. Eva Lenora Broder. Jennifer Lynn Brooks.
Rebecca Josephine Buckingham. John Michael Duval Jr. William John Elliott IV. John Congram Fairbanks Jr. Sean Eric Farrell. Scott Irwin Feets. Sean Flynn. Kelly Ann Burke. Amy Beth Casey. Selena Marie Carlson.
Christine Marie Carrier. Christopher Thomas Garcia. Jason Everett Glenn. Aaron Robert Tagwood. Bettina Lee Conklin. Jane Heather Conley. Erica Roxanne Cook. Christine Costa. Samantha Jane Cody. Carrie Ann Cochran.
Sean Harding Hennessy. Jonathan Andrew Holt. Thomas Ray Johnson. Christopher Allen Joslin. Francis Arthur Joyce Jr. Becky Ann Cragen. Bo Tai Dang. Marcia Barbara Donlin. Janice Ann Drummond. Susan Jane Aringi. Kimberly Ann Ferris.
Sharon Agnes Forrest. Brenda Lee Dario Fortune. Tracy Ann Marie Fowler. Melissa Jo Friedman. Lisa Ellen Gabriel. Kelly Ann Gamble. Denise Joyce Garapi. Catherine Nuta Chikanga. Francine Mary Gogan.
Huh?
Jacqueline Yvette Gonzalez. Danielle Marie Gravel. Devin Elizabeth Greer. Kristen Elizabeth
Topwell. Michelle Ann Lucci. Cheryl Jean Margus. Donna Marie Martin. Michelle Ann McCormick. Heidi Lee Melanson. Lisa Lynn Melanson.
Joanna Melendez. Gina Eileen Membrino. Carmen Rodriguez Mercado. Carrie Lynn Miner. Kara Elizabeth Murray. Danielle Marie Norton. Julie Joanna Oinanen. Andrea Vanessa Papon Cordero. Holly Lynn Palmer. Patricia Ann Salton. Crystal Elvena Pepin. Rebecca Lynn Browning. Amy Marie Quadrani. Digna Eileen Ramos.
Jennifer Rebecca Reed. Joan Rivera. Amy Lynn Robinson. Kim Marie Robles. Maritza Magdalena Rosario. Kristen Rose Roberti. Darity Marie Sanders. Kathy Jane Scott Benton. Tracy Ann Spindler. Jennifer Nancy St. Peter. Michelle Lynn Stephanidis. Donna Ellen Stevens. Bobby Joe Tarr. Kimberly Ann Thomas.
Stacy Lynn Tiernan. Heather Joy Todd. Jody D. Tusignan. Kathleen Ann Tree. Matsumi Leslie Bonsate. Kimberly Ann Walsh. Jania Ann Wilson. Christine York.
Derek Matthew Kurzweil. Christopher Michael Kirawak. Kyle Evan Carusis. Edmund George Keck. Joshua Robert Lano. John David Leitala. Brian John Lamoureux. Matthew David LeMay. Michael David Lockman. Parrish James Madison. Richard McCormick. Brian Michael McIntyre.
John Kenneth McKenna. Leon Jerome Mears. Eduardo Daniel Mercado. Kevin Thomas Michaud. Jeffrey Michael Mobley. Jason Aaron Morse. Leah Mua. New Mua. Christopher Joseph Muldoon. Hugh Nugent. Rick Joseph O'Farrell. Dominic Pantarella Jr. William James Pascal. Ian Donald Pierce.
Sean Michael Pierce. Joseph Sebastian Pridgeon. Christopher Michael Primo. Patrick William Reardon. Fernando Martin Ray. James Cameron Reynolds. Jason Rivers. Paul Michael Roberts. Victor Rojas. Jason Eugene Russo. Pedro Serrano. Carlos Enrique Siaka. Kevin Thomas Starr. Seth Philip Stewart.
Ho Min Tab. Eric Lee Wells. Christopher John Willen. Hong Yang. T. Christian Sivrovsky.
involved with the arts at Fitchburg High School. Besides being a strong, valuable member of the music department, Maria has distinguished herself in drama as well, most notably for her performance as Pookie in the senior class play. Maria will be attending Berklee School of Music this fall. At this time, under the direction of Maria Lino, the class of 1991 will perform their class song. Awards. Dr. Fallon.
The General Excellence Prizes are awarded to the young men and women, young man and young woman, who have made the most of themselves and have contributed the most for Fitchburg High School, from the date of entrance to graduation. This year, these awards are given to the young man, Thomas LaCourt, to the young woman, Tara Sweeney.
now present our class gift. Frank is a hard-working student who has earned academic excellence at Fitchburg High School. Frank, a natural leader, gives his time not only to his class, but also to the community, earning him the respect of both faculty and peers. Frank will be attending the University of Miami this fall to major in electrical engineering. It is my pleasure to introduce to you Frank J. Gallo III. Frank.
Mayor Bean, Superintendent Fallon, Principal Welch, Assistant Principal Mara, Kim, members of the school committee, faculty, parents, classmates, and friends. Graduation is a time of mixed feelings. This is a celebration. We have worked hard over the past few years, and now we are being rewarded. But graduation is also a sad time, since it marks the end of the 4 years we have spent together as a class. It is a time for the graduates to reflect. How can we forget some of the hilarities that we've experienced? Remember Mike's speech for Vice President sophomore year, when he told us that I can be that dog, and we roared with laughter? What about the Turkey Day rallies, from Mr. Raider to the 12 Visions of Thanksgiving with those 5 ugly devil cheerleaders? There will be many things about the high school to remember. The many trips to Coolidge Park on the phys ed bus, the magic board in room 415, and science labs that never came out quite right. What about swinging an arc in mechanical drawing? Building a table in woodshop, or reading a play by Oscar Wilde. Many of us have learned a new language, whether it was French, Spanish, or even English. We've seen some great moments in Fitchburg High sports as well. We all got on the fan buses and went to the Centrum to see our boys and girls basketball team win the districts. Our girls cross-country team showed their greatness by becoming state champions. Our boys outdoor track team bettered rival St. John's to pick up an emotional victory at last year's district championships. In our senior year, we watched the soccer team pummel Leominster for the first time in over 15 years. The talented theatrical efforts of many of our classmates put the class of 1991 in the spotlight, capturing the Best Play Award 3 consecutive years. Last year's International Talent Show, a multicultural effort, demonstrated the rich ethnic diversity of our student population. Our academic accomplishments have been many. The academic decathlon team proved their scholastic prowess in several competitive events over the past 2 years, scoring high in all subject areas. We won't be roaming the halls or climbing the stairs of Fitchburg High anymore. We are graduating, and we've all chosen to move on. Some of us will go out into the workforce. Many of us have chosen to serve in the armed forces. Others have decided that 12 years of school just wasn't enough, and we're going back for more. Whatever path we've decided to take, we will miss the things that we've left behind. The friendships, the parties, like the one at Matt's house tonight. The good times we shared will only be memories, but memories that can spur us on to greater achievements. Not all of us are ready for the transition. It will be hard for many of us to leave. It is a new adventure, a new challenge, and like high school, a challenge that we can face. Remember that we are simply moving closer to where our dreams and expectations become realities. I would now like to take this time to thank some of the people that helped our class. I would first like to thank Mr. Ed Gassengate for all of his assistance over the past 4 years. He has worked hard with the class of 1991. His patient efforts to lead us through the college application process and his sincere interest in every individual in our class has proved invaluable. Our Vice Principal, Mr. Mara, has likewise assisted our class. He has helped at our many class functions, organizing and lending a hand wherever he is needed. A very special thanks to our advisors, Ms. Christopher and Mrs. Sharon Gallo, my mom, who have been a positive influence on the lives of many of the members of our graduating class. Their encouragement, their support, and their sacrifice has united our class. Without the worthwhile ideas they so willingly and affectionately shared with us, we would not be taking away so many great memories today. The Fitchburg High School faculty also deserves much praise. They have patiently worked with every member of our class. The dedication of the faculty is one of the major reasons why we are in the spotlight today. More than anyone else, the parents of the graduates deserve credit. They have been there with good advice, even when we thought we couldn't use it. They have been there to encourage us, and they are here today to congratulate us and guide us as we prepare for the future. We thank them for caring about us so much. To the class of 1991, I want to extend my deepest gratitude for giving me an opportunity to represent one terrific group of graduates. It has been an honor and a pleasure and one of my most satisfying learning experiences. To Tom LaCourte, Mark Gordon, and Megan Normandin, 3 exemplary class officers, I want to say that I could not have led the class without their boundless energies and continuous support. Good luck in the future, and remember, as John F. Kennedy said, change is the law of life, and those who look only to the past or the present are certain to miss the future. At this time, I'd like to present Mrs. Gallo and Ms. Christopher with flowers. Would you please come forward? Now the class will. Mr. Welch, in appreciation of the guidance and instruction of our faculty, we, the class of 1991, do hereby bequeath the following sums of money and gifts for the enrichment of Fitchburg High School. First, alumni dues for the class of 1991, $220. Second, the Gold F Fund, $50. Third, the Amiot Fund, $50. Fourth, we donate $1,000 for the purchase of library materials to be entrusted to the FHS library. Fifth, we donate $500 to the yearbook. Sixth, we donate the following sums of money for the purpose of replenishing various memorial scholarships. $100 for the Kim Vallalari Scholarship. $100 for the Nicholas Roberti Scholarship. $100 for the Edward Ryan Scholarship. $100 for the Susie White Scholarship. $100 for the Leslie Griffith Scholarship. $50 for the Margaret Mary Malahi Scholarship. We donate the following sums of money for 2 new senior scholastic awards. $100 for the senior student who has shown excellence in art. And $100 for the senior student who has shown academic excellence in the bilingual ESL program. balance in our class treasury to the Class of 1991 Reunion Fund. Thank you very much.
Mayor Bean, Superintendent Fallon, Assistant Superintendent Lamy, Assistant Principal Mara, members of the school committee, faculty, parents, friends, and most especially the graduates of the class of 1991. Today is indeed a special day for each and every member of this fine class. You should feel justly proud of your accomplishments, which have earned you the coveted diplomas that you have received. Well, these have not been the easiest of times, this period of the late 80s and the early 90s, particularly in American society and in American education. Economic recession, war, poverty, homelessness, racial prejudice, these have all been a part of the fabric of life during these turbulent years. But you have managed, with the unrelenting support of parents, family, and friends, to reach your goal, which has brought you to this magnificent place today. Be thankful for that support. Be appreciative for the fine quality of instruction which has been imparted to you by a faculty that genuinely cares about each and every one of you and cares about providing first-class education. They have given you a gift which will last a lifetime. These educators who have been a significant part of your life since kindergarten. They have taught you how to learn, to actively challenge ideas and theories, and to become better citizens. But I remind you, do not stop at this checkpoint on the road of life. For learning is a continual process, not only for you, but for each of us assembled here today. There are countless books to be read, problems to be solved, and people to be helped. They exist all over the world, and the world has never been so accessible. Each of you possess unique qualities and talents. Some of you are scholars, some are artists, some musicians, some athletes. Many of you possess a combination of talents, but each of you possess potential to be the very best that you can be. I instruct you to build upon the foundation that has been given you during the last 12 or 13 years of education in order to fulfill the destinies and make your dreams come true. The hope for a better and brighter future, for a better and brighter society, lies with our young people. Work hard, become involved, give something back to your community, and most importantly, be there for each other, for no one can succeed alone. I congratulate each and every one of you, and I congratulate your parents and families for their interest and support of you and for their interest and support of Fitchburg High School. For this is their special day also. God bless each and every one of you. Symbolic of academic excellence at Fitchburg High School. To qualify for the Gold F Award, a 4.0 grade point average must be earned for 6 semesters, with no semester average below a 3.0 and no semester mark below a C in 5 credit subjects. This is indeed a magnificent accomplishment on the part of these young people. The recipients are, and please come forward, Thomas LaCourte, Renee Robichaud, Jennifer Sweatman, Tara Sweeney, Christopher Thomas, Amy Young. Ladies and gentlemen, the Gold F winners at Fitchburg High School class of 1990.
Hi, Rosemary. Rosemary.
Good, Jen. Smile. Jen, how about a little leg shot here for the camera?
Jen, I think your keys are in my car. Oh, they are. That's right. I'll get that tonight. You don't need them.